things asexual: love, life, dating, relationships, and friendships. And so, yes, hit that big bell icon after you've subscribed so you never miss an episode. So as you can see today, I'm live out in the quayside. I was doing some dancing earlier, and I just wanted to focus for a moment with you on asexual dating and finding a suitable relationship. It isn't easy. It's really, really tough. And it might require you, well, it probably will require you to get out of your comfort zone. What this means is you're going to have to try and do things that you wouldn't usually do in order to find the right person for you, and probably in order to be with the right person for you, right? Because true love and getting what you truly desire is not going to be easy, because if it was easy, everyone would be doing it, right? But what I want you to focus on is not what people think. I want you to focus on what you truly want. Because we focus on what everyone else wants, thinks, and does, we never truly live a life of our own. And we're always caught up in other people's agendas. We're always caught up on what other people want, and we never ever live our true authentic life and be our true authentic self. So this is so important, because when it comes to like the end of our life, if we look back on it and we haven't done what we want to do, we can just think, if only I'd had the courage to do this, if only I'd had the courage to speak to that person, or see this person, or talk to that one, you know? So one of my asexual friends, he likes a woman that he's known for a couple of years, and he's scared that he doesn't want to lose her friendship. But at the end of the day, one day, one of your friends is most likely to become your life partner if you're looking for a relationship, because you can't get into a healthy relationship with someone who you haven't built a good strong foundation with a friendship first, usually, because it's going to be a rocky ride, because you need friendship built up first in order to be able to trust a person, in order to be able to know what they're truly like and what they're naturally like, not putting on a show for you. And so this is really, really important, you know, because the best relationships are based on a strong foundation of friendship, no matter whether asexual relationship or heterosexual relationship or a mixed relationship. You have to have a deep friendship first. If you can't communicate effectively with that person, if you can't be your true self around them, then you're not going to be able to spend the rest of your life with them if you're looking for a long-term relationship. So what I need you to do is stop worrying about what people think, you know, if you're with this person, and stop worrying forever about what if you lose their friendship, because sometimes you will lose people's friendship, but the right person for you won't go from your life, and the people that are truly your friends won't go from your life. I've been attracted to some of my friends before, and I've told them, and they're just like, well, we're not suitable for a relationship, either because they don't feel that way, or because they're just not the right person for a relationship with me. As in, they might have an avoidant attachment style, and they're not good for anyone to be in a relationship with, for example, by their own admission, some of them as well, right? Or they just don't want a relationship, etc., right? But, you know, the people who I've told that to, who I'm attracted to, they don't go off me. They don't stop being my friends. They just quite like the fact they're attractive. They're just like, oh, thank you. You know, we're not suitable because you're not my type or whatever, or, you know, because of this, that, and the other, and that's fine. I don't feel bad about it. I feel glad that I've told them, because it gets a weight off my mind, and then I know that I can look for someone else romantically, right? But don't regret, like, what others think. Regret not doing what you want in your life. Life is so short. Some people are dead. Some people are dying. Some people don't have their life anymore. And you have all the life in the world that's left to you, right? Don't waste it worrying about what people think. And you know, and maybe maybe you've loved someone for a long, long time, but you've been scared to say it to them. You should damn well say it and take that risk, because if you don't, someone else will get that person that you've wanted all your life, you know? I come across in the past a lot of Indian guys, for example, who literally loved a woman, a girl, like even in their school or college years, and they can't get that girl out of their head, and years later, even 20 years later, they're still in love with that person, right? But she's married to someone else now, and their heart still belongs to them. And it's because at the time they didn't step up to the plate. They didn't be the man she needed the guy to be, and some other guy got her, right? So I would encourage you to be the person, whatever gender you are, that person needs you to be in terms of strength, you know? If I have two guys, for example, interested in me. One is flaky, doesn't respond to messages, doesn't really know what he wants, even though he desires me, maybe physically. He's like not very communicative, can't emotionally connect to him. He's not very intelligent, right? And doesn't appreciate me, and it worries what people think. Because like obviously I'm an older girl and I like younger guys, and so he's so worried about what people think. Then I have another guy coming into my life who's like, sees me dancing at a club, comes straight over to me, starts holding my hand, wants to kiss me, and or engage in conversation with me, which is probably going to be a bit bad, because he's probably really going to like me then for my personality, not just my body. And who's proud to be seen with me. Like years ago, I was at a club, actually my favourite club upstairs, and there was this guy, I'm sure he's like 19 or something, he just started university, British guy actually, and it was 5 minutes before the lights were meant to go up, and there was like, it was like a load of college students, because university students, freshers week, so he wasn't in college, he was the start of university, in his first year. And when the lights went up, some guys were taking the pee out of him because they could see him as an older girl. And he honestly didn't give a toss what they thought. He was like really strong. But, he wanted me to go back to his dorm and I don't have sex. So that's why I declined him. And so afterwards, outside, he was still asking me to go for a meal with him. In some ways, sometimes I think maybe I should have just said yes. Because it might have been interesting, clearly he didn't care what people think. He was a very strong guy in that way, even though he was young, and but he was younger than I would usually have gone for, so in that respect, I don't think it would have been suitable. But as soon as he asked me back to his dorm, I'm just like, nah, it's not, it's not for me, because obviously I thought he wanted sex, and I just like, no, but I really admired his strength, but if there's a guy who's gonna be strong for me and just like not care what people think, kiss me in public, hold my hand, be really strong for me, care for me, love me, be proud to be seen with me, tell everyone, all his family and friends he's with a gorgeous girl, of course I'm gonna be really, really happy with him. Same with any woman. If she's got a really strong guy for her, she's going to go for him. She's not going to go for the guy who, is worried about what people think, is insecure about what people think, doesn't even know what he wants, can't even communicate effectively, can't even ask her what she wants, can't even have the guts to speak to her. She's going to go for the guy who's a lot more strong and a lot more confident with her, and who really cherishes and adores her. The guy who, wants to think about her. It's like, you're always on my mind, you're beautiful, you're gorgeous, you're sexy, you're hot, or whatever, and I love you, And, some guys will complain that women's on their mind, going, I can't get her out of my head. But if they'd have treated her right in the first place, then she would have been with that person, right? But a good guy will be glad that he can't get her out of his head, because he'll be with her by her side. He'll be like, I can't get you out of my head, honey. You're mine, baby. In a good way, a healthy way, not controlling way. I didn't mean that controlling and possessive way. I meant it in a healthy way, right? So, please do not be one of these people that lives a life full of regrets because you're so worried about what people think. Do what you really want to do. Take some risk, in life. You're going to have to get out of your comfort zone if you really want to do things in life. Like years ago, I didn't actually like French kissing. It really, even the thought of it put me off. And then when my ex started French kissing me, I was like, what's this? And actually, I then really started liking it. And then I loved it. I'm like, oh, yeah, I like this type of kissing all the time now. It's my favourite type of kissing. But had he not done that, I wouldn't have known what it was like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you have to try everything. And if you know what you don't like, that's good. But don't beat around the bush. If you know what you don't like, just get straight to the point and move on, and then go and be with a person you really want to be with. But, like a good guy will want to be proud to be seen with a woman. Guys who don't want to be seen in public with a girl is because they want to be open to other women. They don't want people to know about the relationship, and they want to be secretive. You don't want to be with one of those type of people. People treat you the way you allow them to treat you. So if you allow them to treat you like rubbish and dirt, they'll continue to do so because they can get away with it, right? You have to teach them that's not on. There are other people out there that can treat you better, and you're better off single and being good on your own, then you are being treated that way, you know? And it just amazes me how many guys like I come across are like, oh, but I love this woman like years ago and I can't get her out of my head, but now she's with someone else, as much as they're the victim. And I'm thinking, if you were good to that woman in the first place, if you stepped to the plate and, you know, been the strong guy, whatever gender you need, you know, you are, and be the strong person you need to be, then she would probably be with you. But because you couldn't do that, she got a better guy for her. Good for her. So instead of moping, just think good for her. He's a better guy. What could I have done to improve myself? Instead of sat there moping that she got a better guy, basically. Go and do something about it. Go and improve yourself, you know? And so, yeah, it just really annoys me when there's guys who clearly like, oh, I'm so irritated because I can't get you out of my head. Like you're some sort of vermin or pest or horrible thing. And then you'll have another guy going, oh, I can't get you out of my head. I really want to see you again. I really want to speak to you again. They invite you out. They're like, I really want to spend time with you. They're messaging you. They're getting to know you. You know, they're into you. You know, it's two different perspectives. Same situation. Two different guys can't get this girl out of their head. One hates it. It irritates and annoys him. But yet he really is attached or likes her in some way. And the other guy is the opposite. He's like really appreciative of her, really happy she's in his head because he wants to spend the rest of his life there, and he loves and cherishes every moment he spends with her. And it's like, you know, it's like having a candy floss moment. It's like beautiful. And he's like, wow, I feel so elated and magical that she's in my heart and mind, and I know she's the girl for me. Whereas the other guy's just moaning, I can't get her out of my head, and he's feeling sorry for himself rather than doing something about it and changing his ways. You know, but if you're a person who is a good person, but you just haven't got the courage to go for it and to change your life, I would urge you to do that, because you only have one life and you'll regret it if you don't be the person you need to be for your future best self. Work on yourself. Don't sit there letting life pass you by, because that does you no good and it doesn't do anyone else any good. We're all here to develop and grow ourselves into better people. And if you do have someone you love who's a friend of yours, someone you really appreciate and want to spend more time with and really care about, tell them, because they'll probably be looking for someone just like you, and you'll probably be looking for them. You know, I know there's probably an Indian guy somewhere in the world who's looking for the girl that I am, but he's like, where is she? Because I'm so hard to find. And I'm like, here. But yeah, he hasn't found me yet, clearly. But when he does, he'll be super happy because I'll fit his criteria for what will make him happy, and vice versa. And it'll just be bliss to like hold hands, and he'll be like, I don't care what people think. I'm so proud to be with her. It's so cool. And, you know, if you have to fight for guys' attention or any gender's attention, if you have to fight for a person's attention, fight for them to see you, fight for them to talk to you, fight for them to give you kisses or cuddles or holding hands. They're really not the right person for you. They don't really care about you. They don't really love you. They're just, I don't know, just physically attracted to you maybe, or going off for an egotistical whatever. And, you know, it's not good, right? You want a very good guy or person for you who's crystal clear on what they want and who goes for what they want, and be brave and courageous. You know, being brave is not doing things that are fearful. It's doing things in spite of fear. So I would encourage you that if you have someone that you really like and you really would ideally like to spend more time with them, probably get them to be your girlfriend, boyfriend or life partner, then go for it. Don't wait for life to pass you by. If you're not ready, you need to take the steps to get yourself ready. You know, you need to develop and grow yourself into the best version that you can be, a secure version within yourself, a confident version within yourself, so that you can attract a confident, secure person as well, and that people know where they stand with you, you know? So I hope everyone finds the true love of their life. I hope everyone gets a good person for them, and I hope you get the person who absolutely adores being with you and is proud of it, because you're worth it. Lots of love to you. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you never miss an episode. See you soon. Thumbs up if you like this video, if you got any use or help or love from it at all, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Lots of love. Bye. Bye. Lots of love.